Morning, coming to you live at 0800 hours, 9 minutes, Tuesday, July 30th, 2019. Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody had a safe weekend. I hope you enjoyed Monday and staying hydrated, drinking your water, eating healthy, living healthy, working out, doing all the great things by you and your family. And the one thing that we don't talk about enough is investments. And the one thing that, since we don't talk about it, how do we know what it is? So the thing I've been noticing is people keep talking about it. ADOS and reparation. Why would that, to me, that wouldn't matter to none of us. We would still be in the same situations we are in. Because, you know why? There's countless young men and women that walk around. And I know I'm reading a lot of books about starting a business and taxes and everything and owning my house. Tax is a part, capitalism is slavery. I mean, slavery never ended. Slavery never changed. It came in another form. And if we don't understand that, how are we going to get free? Reparation would mean to re-separate us. Listen to that. Reparation is to re-separate us. So if you was given 100, 200, 300, 400, almost $600, $700, $800, $900,000 or $1,000,000 right now, what would you do with it? And if you got that for every person in your household, what would you do with it? I know the most average person that have no understanding of investment would literally waste it. You know why? Starting a business is not going to change. Because you got to remember, this is to give you back all the things that was stole from our ancestors that they fought and worked for, right? So starting a business, then I just started off with taxes. All I do is keep you under the capitalism, the slave of taxation. So that won't change nothing. What would you think we would have to do to really break free? If we really, like we say, like Kevin Gates, really, I don't even do, because I'm real. Think about that. What really will be necessary for us to really do as a whole? Because each person, there's going to be a person in every one family, because I'm learning this. Every one family is not special. Every person in your family is not special. I'm learning even some people that get married is not special. I always thought a lot of things as a indigo man, no longer using the word black or African descendant. I am indigo, and hopefully you start associating yourself closer and closer to where you came from, because it's part of your reparation. You would want to know a lot of knowledge of who you are and where you came from. And if we really start tracking and thinking about the things we really need to see change, we would need to have to know a lot of information about the world already. So we're going to need doctors. We're going to need lawyers. We're going to need people that understand business. Because what would have to happen in each person's family, there's one person got to get the family to understand. This is no longer about integrating. So most people is going to be out of it, which is, I'm coming to an understanding. I may be hard on indigo women, same race women, and I'm at the point almost to say I'm giving up. But I'll have to get everybody to understand, if we receive reparation, we're going to have to do a revolution. And it's going to be hard, because people that don't, I'm a type of person, that's because if I say I'm probably not going to have children or getting tired of same race women, I'm not going to go and procreate with other races, because that will destroy our reparation. Because what's going to happen, people are going to receive things, it's not going to be for us. So that they created the house niggalette, that's the woman, the incubus and the succubus, the demons of our same skin folks, is going to still be around. Their monies is going to go towards their family. In a intermingling, swirling, interracializing relationship, I have noticed the child do not go to the darker side. They go to the fairer or lighter side. I call it fairer because they're going to be treated different on that side. A lot of children will act as, but end up what I see, especially in the men, because the mother is the nurturer. So the mother full of hate. So she's an indigo woman that's of the same race as we are. That son is being nurtured to love the other races except his. Because and people don't understand this, you cannot interracialize and intermingle without, you're gonna bring some form of that hatred of hating your own skin color. Think about it, your same race. I don't care what any swirler say or any person that interracialize or intermingle, they have a lot of negative to say about their own. I mean negative to the point where you know that they wouldn't date and be with the same race. And then when you do see people as that, I say you only did that because that person fancied your condition that you wanted to be in, your situationship. And I had thought about this last night. Why do we call the togetherness of a man and a woman a relationship? They got to tell you something. That's how you know we're not together. That means we was created separate, single. And to establish a new union, see, if you read all these understandings of what we call scripture and biblical things in all religions, all denominations, people are like, oh, I'm not a religion or denomination. Yes, you are. Understand what Christianization is. Then you will understand what being a Catholic or Christian, Jehovah, Islam, Nation of Islam, Sikh, you a Hindu, Judaism. Then you have rabbis, priests, and all these. You will understand what that really fall. See, look how we talk about things. You fall under that category. See, you fall. You're not in that category. You fall under. See, you fall in love. You're not being in love. You're not in love. You're falling in love. So we look at the word relationship. That means we have to reestablish the union. And when you decide in your heart you are married, you're not married by that piece of paper that given from the earth. You establish that new covenant. That means we have broken. And if we want to say anything, what happened to Adam and Eve? Their union and covenant, as I always spoke about in the beginning I'm getting back to it. My spirit is coming back, I'm telling you. The matrimony and the bond that we had was broken. See, we think, because we looked at that tree. He said, don't touch the tree. Whatever the symbolic thing was, the Creator said, we should not do this. This will destroy our hearts and mind, body, soul, and spirit. We did it. So in that understanding, we lost our covenant. That was the marriage between man and woman. We lost our union. That's our togetherness. And we lost love. So our matrimony, everything was lost. That's why I brought that out. I bet you no one, I don't care how woke somebody was, some scholar or some philosopher of understanding our race of the same race people have never said that to you. You just learned that today. The reason it's called relationships, because we lost the union, our bond, our trust, and our covenant with the same race. That's what lost us into. So that allowed the woman to not listen to us. And guess what we're going through right now? We're unrelationship. The word I will seek, I have defined that word because this is new. I had to think about it last night, and the Spirit brought it to me. Some things the Spirit's bringing to me faster, some things that take a little longer. The reason we're in a relationship, we have not established the completion of life, man, woman, child. We're the only race to have to do a relationship. A lot of race, they might have only 20% of the race might do a relationship, or 5%, depending on the power and the dominance of the race, what we want to call that. I don't mean of the world, because if you're being dominated and if you call somebody supreme or dominant over you, you have no understanding of who you are. Because every person on this earth can get smited down, can get taken out the same exact way. There is no person on this earth right now can withstand a bomb, a bullet hole, a gun, or a stab wound, things that would really hurt you. Now, some people can. Some people are a little stronger to live through it, but they cannot withstand. Go show me. Let's go find this person. There's no person on this earth right now. You do any one of them three things, they can survive through it, but they can't withstand it. That knife is not going to bend. A real sharpened, steel-bladed, coated knife that's sharp as a sword, and you slash them with it, I guarantee you they'll bleed blood. I'll put money on it. You shoot them with a bullet, I guarantee you that bullet will penetrate them. I don't mean the creator step in and stop the bullet or the jam. I know the creator allowing that round to go to come out of that chamber and be fired at the same velocity at that person as your intent was for them to be murdered or killed. I guarantee you no person can withstand that. That bullet will not bounce off them. There's no Superman on this earth. There's no Superman. And I guarantee you, if you take a bomb with a fuse and explosives, whatever you put inside of that bomb to blow something up, I guarantee you that person, and you let that person stand next to that, I guarantee you they will blow up. Not one person on earth. I don't care what powers you call on. If it's allowed, I don't mean if it get jammed or this one was made incorrectly. I mean if you do everything correct and you make sure that it works and that person don't move and or nothing else goes on, I guarantee you that person will be hurt just as me as you. So why do you think that what we're doing is going to bring us back together? I know this about reparation. This is what this is about. And I'm going to come back to this and I speak to you a little bit more about this. Say la.